Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. On the ground, it's Knight. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just feeds the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Knight. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Iamaliava. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
That's caught. It's Grove. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Thomas. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A first and goal situation, opening drive masterpiece.
And the Bruins line it up with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
On the run, it's Hughes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Wegman. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The run inside. It's Hughes. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's the give off the left side. Shows him the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. defense showing blitz here. Throwing, Imaliava. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Imaliava. And they can't make the connection.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got it.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Imaliava to throw for it on 4th. Sends it downfield. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Imaliava to throw. Gets it to the back. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a crease. It's Thomas. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Imaliava. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Fourth down, Imaliava. Rushes on him. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Thomas. And he's knocked down. Houston wants to play fast. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Made the catch on the last play, but didn't move the ball forward, so now here comes third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Running inside. It's Hughes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Got his man on the outside. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Iamaleava with the catch. It's Thomas. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action. Iamaleava. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. A spectacular one-hand grab. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throwing, Imaliava. Pulls it in, it's Coogs. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for space, it's Thomas. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Notre Dame taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the catch, it's Walker. Pulled down for the tackle.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The run inside, it's Hughes. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Snap from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target up.
Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He's got him this time. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Houston going up-tempo. Running inside, it's Hughes. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Inside the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And they tacked on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Drake. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finds his man, it's Hughes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. And the Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Fires left. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football, to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Puts it out of the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 40. Past the 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house and added insult to injury.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field. It's Wegman. Dances away to buy time. Trying to find his man in the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor, got to make something happen fast.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Easy.
Here's the Amaliava to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Bruins! And the route is on.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's straight. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Wegman. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Stands in and takes the hit. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
What a play all the way inside the 30, now marking at the 29. Houston wants to play fast. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hughes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Swings it out to the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Coogs!
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Complete disaster there. He loses 10.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll try the counter. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Iamaleava on the play action. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, UCLA! And the pummeling has started.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Henderson. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Young. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Henderson. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted deep in his own end.
Intercepted by UCLA. And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Iamaleava floats it out in space. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult?